Interesting. Welcome to episode 11, or season 2, episode 2 of Interesting News. And this video will be uploaded on November 20th, November 13th, 2020, on a Friday. How eerie it is that Interesting News will be uploaded on Friday the 13th. Other than that, can we get this video on YouTube to 66 views? I know I sound like one of those generic creators, but hear me out. Because 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 66. Enough of me rambling, let's just dive into the stories. Starting with... Halloween took place on October 31st, and
blah, 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 blah. Nonsense.
I need to get straight to the point. So, you know how you were something for this Halloween at school? Well, my question is, do you remember what you were the previous years? Have you ever thought of that? I can only name 4 other outfits I was. In 2013, I presume, I think it was Captain America. 2014 was Iron Man, and I really hate this photo so much. I don't know if it's my hair or if it's my outfit that I look so muscular, but I don't know. 2016, I was some burnt murderer looking thing, and in this photo I'm sitting right next to my sister. 2019, I was a Roman god, or if Mr. Bates liked to call it, Toga Man. And in 2020, I was a Russian commander / guard, even though some of my classmates thought I was a mailman. And judging by, reflecting on it now, I don't see a difference. I understand that most of you do not understand American politics, so I will try to be as unbiased and as simplified as possible. So, basically, the Americans have an election every 4 years to see who deserves to run the country. On one side, we had the current president, Donald Trump. And on the other side, we had former vice president for Obama, Joe Biden. Or, if my class likes to call it, Joe Mama. So, early predictions stated that Joe Biden was going to have a landslide victory. But when the actual election came, we saw that this was not the case. Donald Trump won Texas, Florida, and Ohio, and I guess you can consider Iowa. Those were states that Joe Biden was trying to get back from the Obama era. Now, on the first night after the election, we had a tally of 224 electoral votes for Joe Biden and 214 electoral votes for Donald Trump. Now, being the stubborn man he is, Donald Trump decided to declare victory because he was leading in the rest of the battleground states, which included Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and North Carolina. But after the little victory speech, it went downhill from there. Joe Biden took the lead in Wisconsin and Michigan, solidifying it for the Democrats, and he's currently leading in Georgia and Pennsylvania at the time of this recording. I found it funny how Donald Trump decided to declare victory, and then literally almost 3 hours later, Michigan and Wisconsin flipped to blue. So I made this little montage of where we are right now and how different the atmosphere was 4 days ago. Here we go.
The results tonight have been phenomenal, and we are getting ready. Literally, we were just all set to get outside and just celebrate something that was so beautiful, so good. We have won Georgia. Only 7% left. They're never going to catch us. They can't catch us. Most importantly, we're winning Pennsylvania.
I decided to make a new segment for each episode of Interesting News after episode 11. Now, from the title, you should expect some interesting news, but what I've been giving you is interesting events, like...
That's not what you named the series?
So for each episode, for one segment, I'm going to talk about one piece of article I found on the web that talks about some interesting news. And the first one will be about Idaho man banned from Yellowstone National Park after trying to fry chickens in the spring. Summarizing this article, a man was seen with a pot and 2 live chickens. He tried putting the chickens in the hot spring, and hot springs can get up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius because I don't speak Celsius. He wasn't arrested, but instead he was charged for trespassing, going into an area that could be really dangerous and could kill him if he fell into the hot spring himself. Now, the fact that the chickens weren't even dead is just baffling to me. Like, was it not suspicious enough when he walked into Yellowstone National Park with a pot and 2 live chickens that were probably making sounds? Like, what was his intention? Feel free to give me your insights on this topic, but I need to get on to the last topic, so yeah. Remembrance Day, or Veterans Day in America, is a day to remember the fallen of World War I. Even though World War I was the prequel to the mass murder conflict of World War II, World War I managed to take the souls of 40 million people. Those people were just fighting for their country, and some of them were just innocent civilians not wanting to get into the conflict. Now, when the armistice was signed in 1919, we had this French general. Ooh, my. We had this French general. His name was Ferdinand Foch, and I just butchered his name. But anyways, he said this.
This is not a peace. It is an armistice for 20 years.
And 20 years later, Germany declared war on Poland, bringing France and Britain, starting World War II. How creepy is that? And also, how suiting to talk about on Friday the 13th. If you came here for supposed news, I think you should click off the video by now, because this last segment will talk about news for the series. If you notice the upload date gap between this episode and last episode, you should notice that it has been 3 weeks. Now, I feel like that some of you might be disappointed, but hear me out on this one. Last year, it was really hard to stick to schedule and be motivated because I had to make one every single week starting from May until the end of the school year. And with me being the only student contributor, I was basically the last hope for school publications. But this year, we have MJ and Ronan making content, and I feel like that will be a big help. Not only for school publication, but for my mental health. Now, I also need to address the end date for the series. I really want to end the series this year and lay it to rest. I do not want to touch it anymore. But I've been contemplating when that should be. I feel like May 17th, or the week that includes May 17th, would be the last week. The reason for that is episode 0 started talking about the week of May 17th. And if I need to stay true to 1 year, that would be 1 year. Big brain. So after May 17th, I will be scarcely making content, and it will be interesting content, and it would be only specials, which would mean only 1 more episode after that. Don't worry though, we have November, December, January, February, March, April, and May. 7 months to make more content. But till then, we need to make more. And fun. It's only November. And then that, goodbye.